What up, though? What's cracking, Capricorn? I hope that all of my beautiful and my handsome Capricorns out there are doing well. All right, you guys, let's get into this reading and see what it is that you need to know, okay? So, this is going to be about the Knight of Cups. So, either you were dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio. They don't got to be down one of them signs. So, this is someone who deceived you. So, you thought this person was going to be like your knight in shining armor. You thought they were going to be like your knight in shining armor. You know, maybe you were someone who's had a lot of bad experiences when it came to love. You know what I'm saying? Like when it came to relationships, some shit's never worked out. You know, so when you cross paths with this particular person, you know, you thought you had found your true love. You know, you kind of like this hopeless romantic. So it's like no matter who you deal with, you always have the best hope that things are going to work out. But this person deceived you. They were someone who, baby, they couldn't tell the truth to save their damn life. This person lied all the time. And they could have been some problems or some issues in their life, but it was like they used, you know, different vices to escape reality. You know, they didn't like to face their problems. They didn't like to know the truth. So I feel like for some of you guys, you was telling this person some truth about maybe some family members or some friends or people they had around them who really didn't have their best interests at heart. But because you know they don't like to see the truth, you know, they weren't trying to hear nothing that you had to say. Now, right now, their mental health may not be doing that well. You know, this could have been a tough heartbreak. So I feel like for some of you, you had to walk away from them. Even though you didn't want to, you had to walk away from this person because you feel like they was delusional. Like they were very reckless with their words and their behavior. Like this person just flipped the fuck out over some little shit. You was like, what the hell? You know, but they gave you, I feel like, a lot of false hope. So it was like how this person presented you to, I feel like how they presented themselves to you in the beginning. Like you kind of fell in love with that person, but it was like as time started to grow or you started to kind of continue to deal with this person over time, you start to see their true colors. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like they sold you a dream but delivered you a nightmare that you had to heal from. All right, so what's the current situation when it comes to this Knight of Cups? Messages for Capricorn. All right, the current situation, baby, is they're in this Ten of Swords energy here. So the situation was, I feel like that you were guided to walk away from this person. You know, the universe told you like you're gonna have to say goodbye. So for some of you, I really feel like you were dealing with the karmic. And you know, you were kind of on this cycle. You kept going through the same things over and over again with this person. But it was like eventually you started to notice the pattern. You know, this person tell you, oh, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna work on this, I'm gonna work on that, and all this type of shit. But then the same thing would happen. Like every time this person had the opportunity to correct themselves or do something differently, like they said they was gonna do, they did the same shit over and over again. And you kept giving them chance after chance after chance. So this person walk around like everything is fine, but you know they're still hurting from this situation. Some of y'all, their mental health ain't good though. Like this particular person's mental health ain't good because I really feel like they're having to sit now in the energy that they once had you in the past. Okay, so what's the current problem with this Knight of Cups? You can be dealing with the Gemini here. Don't have to be. Look at this, Seven of Swords, y'all. This person lied. It's up here twice. Okay, this person deceived you. They told you lies. They deceive you. All they did was tell you lies. Now, for some of you, you may get an apology now with this card. But look, y'all, we got two cards in reverse. Well, all of them in damn reverse, but Ten of Swords and Seven of Swords is in reverse. This person has been all in their head. For some of you, because they want to apologize. This particular person wants to apologize to you for maybe their behavior, you know, maybe their actions, some things that they said, some things that they done, you know. But I feel like the problem is she ain't said nothing, you know. Or maybe because you had this person blocked, like you know, this person, I feel like they want to apologize. Give me one on the Seven of Swords. Messages for my Capricorns. Give me one on the Seven of Swords. For some of y'all, they were more invested in their work. You know what I'm saying? This person just didn't want to commit to you. The problem was when you were willing to commit yourself to this person, you know, invest all your time and energy into making this situation work, they weren't willing to commit themselves. This was this person wanted to apologize to you. That's the reason why they was in this energy. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just not willing to commit themselves. Some of you, they were more focused on work, but they were cheating. You know what I'm saying? This person was cheating on you. And they just refused to put in the hard work. They feel like they can just sell you a dream, tell you whatever it is that you wanted to hear, and it was going to make everything fine. For some of you, maybe they threw a little money at you here and there just to get you to shut up, but that shit didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So, what's going to be the outcome of this situation for my Capricorn? You can be dealing with a Virgo here, don't have to be. What's going to be the outcome of this Knight of Cups? The Wheel of Fortune, baby. I feel like everything in your life is going in your favor here, okay? You have a lot of good luck that's coming your way for some of you. You've already experienced this good luck, but I feel like life for you started to get better after you walked away from this particular person. For some of y'all, you was the one experiencing a lot of bad luck. You felt unlucky. You know, things in your life could have been going downhill and you didn't understand why. And it was because you had this particular person in your life. You know what I'm saying? Now, for some of you, you guys, you're gonna be crossing paths with like having this destined connection. Like it's gonna be fated that you and this particular person, I feel like cross paths. But it's like you're just experiencing a lot of good luck. I feel like everything in your life got better once you cut this person off. Okay. What that song say? Cut a nigga off and my check got bigger. Y'all was on that type of shit. All right. Messages from my Capricorns. Now you could have been dealing with Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Who is this reading about for Capricorn? We got heavy Pisces, Cancer, and Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, heavy Leo, Taurus. Let's go one more time. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and Sag. All right, you guys. I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.